Gautam Adani, the chairman of the Adani Group, addressing the annual general meeting of the Adani Group. Let's listen in.
ऑपरेशन सिंदूर ने बता दिया कि भारत शांति की कीमत जानता है, मगर कोई आंख दिखाए तो उसको उसकी भाषा में जवाब देना भी जानता है. As we salute our armed forces, we also bow our heads in grief for the lives lost in the tragic crash of Air India Flight 171. So many dreams were silenced in an instant. So many families were forever changed. May we therefore carry both our gratitude and our grief as a reminder of what truly matters. My dear shareholders, the world around us has changed dramatically over the past 12 months. Over 60 nations went to the polls. Borders were redrawn. Alliances tested and economies shaken. In the Middle East, war continued to cast shadows on energy and logistics. In Europe, economic confidence stumbled. The United States had its own challenges. And yet, in the middle of all this noise, India stood apart and grew faster than any other major nation. This is not a coincidence. It is the result of a vision, of intent, of policy. I say this with a full conviction that the Indian government, both at the center and across the states, has laid down the foundation for a truly historic transformations. A transformation not of a few, but for an entire nation whose best chapters are just beginning. My dear shareholders, as a youngster, I saw my mother as my guiding star. I recall her often saying, "History does not remember sailors who sailed in a still waters. It remembers those who fought the wildest storms and yet returned home." कहते हैं, लहरों से डरकर नौका पार नहीं होती, हिम्मत करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती. And my dear shareholders, that is exactly what we have done. Even in the face of the storms and relentless scrutiny, the Adani Group has never backed down. Instead, we proved that a true leadership is not built in sunshine. It is constructed in the fire of crisis. This was tested again last year when we faced allegations from the US Department of Justice and the ACC relating to Adani Green Energy. Despite all the noise, the facts are that no one from the Adani Group has been charged with violating the FCPA or conspiring to obstruct justice. We live in a world where negativity often echoes louder than the truth. And as we cooperate with the legal processes, let me also restate that our governance is of global standards and our compliance frameworks are non-negotiable. And our numbers tell their own story. Even in a year of turbulence, we saw record-breaking revenue, unprecedented growth, and historic profitability. We are a proof of a group that dares to dream beyond constraints and powered by a nation that breathes possibility into every tomorrow ahead of us. Therefore, I say, मंजिलें क्या है, रास्ता क्या है, हौसला हो तो फासला क्या है. My dear shareholders, in FY25, our numbers were strong across all our sectors. We did more than just scale. We created impact, inspired change, and most importantly, deepened our national commitment. Let me walk you through a few examples of our progress. Adani Power crossed 100 billion units of generations, a scale never before matched by any private sector company. It is now well on track to reach 31 gigawatt capacity by 2030. Adani Green is building world's largest renewable energy park right here in India and visible even from space. from Khavda to the world, our target of 50 gigawatt by 2030 is a proof that scale and sustainability can coexist. In fact, when we combine our thermal, renewable, and pump hydro generations capacities, we expect to have 100 gigawatt capacity by 2030. Adani Energy Solutions handles smart metering, high voltage links, and is keeping India's grid future ready. It secured close to 44,000 crores in a transmission order and is executing 13,600 crore worth of smart metering projects. Adani New Industries is building electrolyzers and solar modules at a global scale.
For more such videos, subscribe to the Newsx YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.